Hello everybody and welcome back to Car Mechanic Simulator 2018, and today we're just going to quickly pick up where we left off with this car here and basically get back to putting it back together. As you can sort of see, before I started recording I've gone and brought everything, so to save a bit of time, seeing as I want to get to the Luxor Bowen over there story mission, but figured I did owe you to finish off this job. And let's see, alright, which probably wouldn't have taken as long if I hadn't gone and put everything back together before it was ready. I'll stick that on as well. So yeah, I've brought all the replacement parts, and I actually was hoping to start recording Mud Runner today, but I don't really have the time to do all the setup that's necessary before recording a new series. Well, I'm actually going to do that today, but I won't have time to actually do any recording afterwards, as it usually takes a few attempts to get my screen recording software to play nice. So although the game is downloaded and installed, I actually only have just enough time to record one episode today, and I'll probably have the same problem tomorrow because my computer goes in for servicing and it never runs right. When I first get it back, it usually takes about half an hour to get everything sorted out, which is always a tad frustrating, but that's sort of the price of getting all the crap flushed out. And it certainly needs a dusting. I mean, just looking in the side from here, I can see all the dust clogging the processor fan, which is probably why it's gotten so noisy of late when I'm rendering video. And despite my best attempts at keeping it clean. So, all in all, this week is a bit of a wash when it comes to video recording. That and, well, I haven't been feeling particularly healthy the last couple of days. It's quite hard to record a video when you basically feel like you're about to fall over for some reason. I mean, at the moment I'm pretty much running on caffeine, though that's not exactly unusual at this time of year because allergies to everything. Right, I think that's all the underside stuff. And then let's see, come on, let me get onto that. And now that I put that engine back together, if there's anything else, you can wait till after I've done the Luxor over there. That's all fixed, fixed. And yes, I'll do the body stuff later if I have the time. Which means as if I am not past the 20-minute mark. Okay, what's wrong with this? Needs an oil change and lots and lots of bits. Okay, can you do path test? No. So how did you get it to the whip? Oh man, that's nasty. I can sort of see right from the start this is going to take a while. So I guess it'll be next episode where the other one gets finished off. Right, don't need to pull the engine apart, small mercies. Fuel pressure, well, the fuel pump down the back looks awful. So does the filter, and the carburetor don't look too shabby. Looks pretty shabby, and all the ignition is shabby. Electrical. I mean, it's all the ancillary stuff by the looks of it. I mean, alternator's had it. This mouse is starting to get really annoying. And no, I don't have any of the others. Alright, time to get started. Take all of that off. That's busted. That's pretty shagged looking as well. Clip B. Did it come out? Oh, that's pretty awful looking as well. Seriously, how did this car get to the workshop? mean, that belt's had it as well. This pump's had it. No wonder it wasn't running. The alternator's had it. Water pump's had it. So is the fuel filter. I can sort of see where all of this is adding up. Oh, that's bad as well. That's real bad. And I better pull that off as well, but that's okay, that's fine, I can go back on then. And I suppose I better pull these off. And the spark plugs. And yep, that's bad. That's bad. I hate doing rocket jobs on story missions, because I'm pretty certain there's bad push rods as well. So let's see, I need to go and highlight all of these, and this of course takes time out of doing what needs to be done. Rocker arm, I mean it's all not in order either. Let's see. So those four, yeah, that's a... Alright. That's 50%, so it's good. 50%, so it's good. All of those are good. And actually I'm going to pull... That's bad. That's bad. That one's good, so it can go back in. So it's that one. So if I don't have to pull it off, I'm going to actually leave it on. See, those at 50. Completely busted. Apparently there's no battery in this one either. Seriously, how did this thing get in here? Okay, those spark plugs are all bad. And I can see the bad rockers already. Okay, let's hit it. Let's hit it. No, that's not part that I want. Story mode, and let's see. Rocker arm. It'd be nice if I could sort these. It would make things so much nicer. Okay. Rocker arm. And that appears to be everything. Right, now so I need to get 8 of them. Good news. I also have to pull all 8 of these out. And stick them straight back in. If they aren't busted, I'll just shove them back in. Okay, so those push rods were fine. Now I will start putting all the 50% parts back on, so that I don't have to worry about that. Because the odds are that at least one of these is probably broken. And even if not, I still have to pull them all out just to be sure. Okay, so they're all good. So that was something of a waste of time. I'll just stick that one on. these three will get their things put on as well, so it's 3 less things for me to worry about. Alright, I suppose I should drain the oil before I do anything else. Maybe check the underside of the engine, because I wouldn't be surprised if the air filters had it as well. I mean, the oil filters had it. Okay. All that back. Now what I need to do is I need to... Well, normally I'd click on the radiator, but it's not there at the moment, so I can't use it. And check all the rod caps and all that are fine. Hopefully they are, but it's a bit of a cheat, but oh well. If you don't keep us out, I see no reason why not to exploit that. Wish I could do this in real life. Yeah, that's good, that's good. And better check all of that anyway. Right. So the bottom end's fine, so I can actually start assembling this. Okay, I need 8 rockers. 8 rocker arms, and then let me see manifold. Okay, which one is it? Intake, manifold, 1 carb. Ground, filter, base, cover. No, I could have just got it from there. And that, all of that, all in one convenient shot. That. Right, I also need to get a battery, don't I? No, that's not. Battery, fuel, pump and fuel filter. And I've never actually needed to do one of those injectors. Cam gear, yep. Cam gear, power steering pump. Cam gear. Power steering pump V8. And alternator. And I think that's everything for now. Well, I do need to get the water pump and spark plugs, and I think, did I? No, I didn't. I need 5 spark plugs and of course all the other bits. See all the plugs, and what else do I need? Distributor cap, that rotor, and what else do I need? Water pump. So many to choose from. Pump V8. There we go. Okay, that one there, that one there, that one there. The steering pump is back. Okay, let's do that again. Gear, alternator, and oh, the timing chain's had it too. which I did not notice when I first took it apart. Oh, don't do that. Annoying thing. And I also need to... Oh, that's had it too. I'm actually finding this as I go along because it's a little bit quicker. Though it's certainly not as pretty looking as when I do it all in one go. I think I have to replace some belts too. And cover. I'm in cover the 8 overhead valve. Okay, and I need to put that clip on. B, and didn't get that either, did I? No, I don't need that one, I need the other one. Okay, so you're going to be difficult, are you? Serpentine belt A. Serpentine belt B. Right, that's those ones done. And that in. Right, all of that in, and then those two spark plugs. Carburetor on, wires on, base, and lid. And that is all for that engine, I think. And I think the rest is probably all brakes and suspension. And that fuel pump down the back, I better do that first. I do want to get this into the shape where it'll work on the test path. And then I can test it. Okay. Yeah, that's gone to the test path, so I can actually move it now under its own power. So we can see what the hell's wrong with the brakes and the suspension on this thing. Brakes are fine. Rear brakes are a bit average. I wonder if the master cylinder is bad. It looked a bit scabby. I think the rear suspension's bad on this, because I read that V-Max was pretty revolting. So yeah, I can see there's some bad bushings in it. And the brake servo, which I should have replaced when I was under there before, because it would have been nice and simple. One brake servo coming up. Anyway, I finally, seeing as I should mention this, I did finally find the cause of the missing audio at the start of my video recordings. It was the file format I was using to record. So I've switched back to recording straight as MP4s, even though that probably will need to be losing the odd file, which is just something I'm going to have to live with. As the MKV files, where if your computer crashes and that, it doesn't matter, you don't lose anything. But it was basically creating massive files that my video editor was choking on. I mean, I was trying to jump around in a video, and it actually, when doing some editing, it actually crashed the computer because it was demanding more than, well, pretty much what my hard drive was willing to give. Alright, so all of that's bad, so yeah, I am going to have to take that whole assembly off. At least it's nice and symmetrical. I also think I'm going to need some rim bowens. Two vintage tire wall A and a rim bowen. Yeah, that's coming off, that's coming off. It's all coming off. Yeah, I can do it from this side. Alright. That's that side off as well, and all of that has had it. Right, now I do need to take these apart. The vintage tire wall A 205 9015. 205 9015. Right, and then I also need some Bowen 15 2. Right, now just check that I actually bought the right stuff. Rim Bowen and tires are the correct size, so we shall just go like this. And then install that one and start balancing. I don't seem to do a lot of tyre jobs. Alright, now while we wait, sell those. Alright, I need drums for the brakes. Okay, suspension. So leaf springs, plates, and U-bolts. Suspension. 2 of them. 2 of them. 4 of them. 4 of those. Now, is it B or C? I think it's B. B, shock absorber B, hub 4. B, shock absorber B. Four of those and 2 of those. I should check that that's everything, because I wouldn't be surprised if there's something else that's busted. No, that's everything. Oh well, time to get back to assembly. On that goes. And with that. That on. Suppose I should stick these bits on first. And as you can see, this is how a leaf sprung rear end goes together. There's don't really need any extra things like sway bars, because the leaf springs will do all the location work themselves, though they won't do a particularly great job of it. But it was fine back in the day. I guess people didn't drive so fast back then. And then later they started adding stuff like, I need 2 drums, don't I? Stuff like a panhard rod that would link sort of one side of the axle to the body to get better lateral support. And I will admit I was actually doing would have had more time if I hadn't spent half an hour chasing a rattle in my car today. And basically had to pull some of the carpet up, and I still haven't found it. All I know is it's somewhere around the seatbelt mount, which actually has me rather concerned, since that's kind of important, and it's coming up, like this car, it's coming up on its safety check, and there is actually work that it needs done. Apparently I need to paint the entire underfloor because it got a bit rusty under there. Just surface rust. It's not actually damaging it, but I suppose it's best to get it before it does any real damage. And let's see, that's all that. Now, did I put oil in this? I think I did. I better check. Of course, you know, I actually can't go and look back at the video, but I suppose all of you will see this and think, what an idiot. And either way, I said I'm an idiot if I forgot, which I had, and I'm an idiot if I'd already done it in the thing, so I can't really win, can I? And alright, let's see if that's everything. No red crosses. Be nice if it sort of grayed them out when they were done or something. Alright, that's that job done. So what shall we do next? Well, let's finish this one up, I guess. And probably do a bit more work on that tomorrow. And well, next episode. I'll probably do a mud runner one tomorrow. In any case, I will see you next time in Car Mechanic Simulator 2018.